Virgo, and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. So this is a weekly reading for you for the 4th week of August 2020. And that's from the 24th to the 30th, thereabouts. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we dive into the tarot deck, I need to consult the oracle. And I'm going to use this lovely Angels and Ancestors oracle deck to draw you 3 cards to start the reading off with. So let's see. What words of wisdom does the mysterious oracle have for you, Virgo, for the 4th week of August 2020? What messages are here for Virgo for the 4th week of August 2020? What messages are in here for Virgo for the 4th week of August? What messages are here for Virgo for the 4th week of August 2020? What does Virgo need to know for the 4th week of August? Messages for Virgo. So I'll just let the deck fall open where it will. And then I'll choose a pile and take 3 cards from that. I'll take those 2 and say that one. And let's see what you get. You have the Stargazer, the Stargazer. Set your sights higher, he says. And you have the Great Teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. And you have the Warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. So it seems for some of you, you've come out of something that may have been quite difficult and you're now approaching something new. And you need to use the experiences you've recently had, or maybe even for some of you long past experiences, as learning curves. Learn from your spiritual experiences. Gain wisdom and insight as you go forward, fearlessly, standing your ground, believing in what you can achieve, believing in yourself, standing strong, and fearlessly facing the future and setting your sights on a high goal. Don't let your fears hold you back, is what it's saying. You may have learned lessons from the past, but they're learning curves and they're here to help you grow and expand as you set your sights, and you can reach for the stars. So the oracle says, let's see where the rest of the reading takes us. Let's put this nice and neat. So let's see what's on the cards for Virgo for the 4th week of August 2020. What messages are here for Virgo for the 4th week of August 2020? Messages for Virgo for the 4th week of August. What does Virgo need to know? Messages for Virgo. What's on the cards for Virgo for the 4th week of August 2020? We begin now. You've got the Hanged Man. And you've got death. Oh, and the Ace of Cups. So it seems you may feel that things aren't moving at the moment, possibly linked with an ending. But from that ending, you can begin again a new creative, inspiring endeavor, something that can bring you joy and harmony. You may use this time of inertia, this time of pause for reflection, in order to gain enlightenment, in order to learn lessons from the past that maybe have resulted in difficult endings. But the good thing about the Death card, it heralds a new beginning. If you see right in the back, that is the rising sun. A new day dawns from an ending. As one door shuts, another opens, and this is where you're leading to. I mean, this is where it is leading you to. A new beginning, the potential for great joy and love in your life. But let's get the rest of the cards out. You've got the World, you've got the Two of Swords and the Queen of Wands. And your challenge row is the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Your advice row is the Ten of Wands, the Magician, and the Nine of Pentacles. And your outcome row, is the Three of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Ten of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Swords, which may well link with the Hanged Man, and possibly even with this card. So there's a sense of frustration of not knowing how to proceed with something. And that could well be because you're not seeing the situation clearly. Perhaps all the facts are not known to you. And in order to make that decision or make that choice or move things forward, you may need to get a new perspective on the situation. And that may come from intuition. Yes, the World also depicts an ending, but this is a more positive depiction of an ending. It shows as you finish one phase, you're ready to step into a new phase. And this is this is an ending that denotes success and beginning again on a very positive note. So it seems here you are stepping into a new phase, but you feel, rather than feeling the freedom and the possibilities open to you, you're feeling restrained, you're feeling restricted. And with the Queen of Wands, she depicts this should be a time where you're coming into your power. You have a lot of creative potential. There are opportunities for new growth arising, but if you're in a closed position and an imbalanced state of mind, you're not going to be able to really connect with this energy and begin to move towards accepting, receiving, creating even this new joy that could be coming. This is sort of like a divine offer. So with an ending, although there's a great deal of potential to create new beginnings and to create something that brings you joy, stability, harmony, you're actually more focused on the sense of feeling bound down, trapped, unable to move. Oh, we've got this in the wrong position. Let's put it back. So let's have a closer look at your challenges. Now, it does look sort of like there's choices here. Your challenge is to really find the energy, find the drive, find the incentive to really move this forward, this potential forward, put it into action fearlessly with a sense of adventure. Because it does seem that you're unable to see or accept offers coming your way. Tangible offers being made sincerely and perhaps, kindly. The Six of Cups is a card that depicts an act of kindness between two innocent, maybe naive, but certainly sincere characters. Yeah, there's a repeat of that offer being made. So it seems that, your challenge, because this is your challenge, or your challenge is being open to accept, perhaps even notice and receive an offer that could be being made to you very tangibly at this minute. I get a sense, maybe there's a lack of belief that it has any gravity, that anything will come of it. Maybe a sense of delusion, sort of feeling very stuck. As this picture is bound down, surrounded by swords, but, it's a matter of perception, because if she looks carefully, if she could remove the blindfold, she may see that there is actually an easy way out, and that way would lead to stability. And it says, like your advice rose says, you have what it takes. You've got everything you need to take up the seed, take up this potential and move it forward towards something that can bring you independence and security. What it requires from you is your intent. You have to have the will, the inspiration, to be inspired, to take that inspiration and implement it in a very practical and focused way to manifest what you will. The Magician is all about manifestation. And admittedly, you may well be carrying a heavy load at the moment. But it brings with it a sense of completion. Here you go. Yeah, you may have worked really hard at something, and the load may have been heavy for you. But you've brought yourself to a position now where you can begin to take things forward. And it may take a long time, it may take a lot of focus, it may take a lot of discipline, but you have at your disposal what you need to begin to move forward, even though you do not realize it at this time. These cards sort of speak about changing your perspective, looking at what may well be an ending in an arduous endeavor that's made you exhausted, looking at it instead as a new beginning, a new phase in your life. And remembering, with all endings, as one door shuts, another opens. And this may be a period of transition. So the message is really, are you willing, are you able within yourself to reach for this, to notice and reach for this offer? Put your intent into it. Put your focus into it. Build it up into something, because there's great potential here for you. And if you're able to do all that, your outcome rose shows you making progress, perhaps even with collaboration with some people who can advise and assist you into building up the stable environment, which leads ultimately to joy. The Ten of Cups shows, harmonious. It's really the happy home card, but it shows harmony and support in relationships. The Judgment promises that you will actually be able to rise up from this, even if you can't see that now. So your outcome shows you rising up from this position of defeat, this position of being tied down, to begin working practically and in a focused, dedicated manner towards manifesting something that will bring you joy, harmony, contentment, completion. And perhaps your advice, Rowan, in untangling yourself is to use this ending as a learning curve in order to gain enlightenment and enable yourself to see things from a different perspective. And the stargazer, he fits well with the magician in that, what you want to create, you can. The stargazer sort of set your sights higher. Believe, aim for this because it's worth going for. And the warrior, I would just put him right there as well. It's sort of all good advice in moving yourself forward, in taking advantage of an ending and turning it into potential for contentment, joy, and creativity, by being fearless and standing strong. So there you have it, Virgo. Your oracle card sort of summoned up the spread almost instantly. You may be feeling trapped now, perhaps due to a difficulty in an ending, but this is a potential for you to rise up from the ashes and take advantage of an offer, a possibility, the first seeds of creation. Put your will, put your intent into it, and know that you have all the resources you need to really bring this about to fruition if you focus. Use discipline and dedication, and ultimately bring yourself back to a position of harmony, joy, and happiness. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, Virgo, and that it resonated with you. And I hope you have a good week, and God bless you till we meet again.